Hello, good afternoon. Today's message is specifically for parents. So, if you're a parent and you have a child that recently didn't make it in grade 12, this message is specifically for you, or grade 10, whichever case the child might have failed, or whatever the case is. Now, I need parents to understand that in as much as you think there is a societal pressure that's pressuring you into sending your kids to school, even though some of our kids don't deserve to be in school, I think it's high time as parents that we also understand that our children have unique gifts and unique abilities. Some of them, unfortunately, school is not just that thing. So instead of us trying to force our children into going into a schooling system that they do not actually fit in, I think it's high time that we start looking at other things and perhaps invest in those things for our children. Now, a lot of parents are going to be scolding their children, they are going to be mistreating their children, and as a result of this mistreatments of your own kids, you might actually end up causing the death of your own child. Because some children do not know how to handle the pressure that comes with failing grades. And you as a parent are supposed now to be there for your children, and you're supposed to actually assist them in finding themselves and ensuring that they actually get to do something that they will eventually love doing. However, do not start pressuring your children. Do not start calling them stupid. Do not start calling them all sorts of names, or whatever the case is. Because you might just tell your kids one words too few or too many, and the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna find your child hanging in the closet, and guess what? They'll be dead. All as a result of them not being able to make it to university or whatever the case is. So please, parents, I urge you to be very cautious of the words that you use, especially when you're gonna start talking to your children. Rather be kind to them and rather nurture them. Prepare them for something better. Tell them that failure is not basically the last thing. Like, failing is not the last thing. Some of us failed grade 12 and here we are today. But however, stop pressuring your children. Stop putting them under unnecessary pressure. It's not needed. It's only going to lead to more suicidal cases. And right now, suicide cases in this country are high, especially amongst children. All due to the fact that we as parents, we sometimes fail to acknowledge and support our children. So instead of us bashing our children for failing, instead of us comparing them to our neighbors, remember, some of you will be out here comparing to say, even who passed. But we as kids, we never compare you to say, but mommy, who has more money than you. We don't do that. So please, just the same way we don't say who has more money than mommy or daddy, the same way you're not supposed to compare your children to other kids who have passed. Because you have no idea. And here's the worst part. Some of you parents have not played any vital role in your kids' schooling life. All you ever do is ask for the report card. But you constantly come home and say, I want to assist you with this, I'm going to assist you with that, or whatever the case is. No, you don't. But when the kids fail, you want to open your mouth like you are Oprah Winfrey or Steve Harvey if you're the dad. Let's not be like that, please, parents. So I encourage you to your children in a nice manner in order for us to avoid unwanted suicides. The best is for us to say, okay, you have failed. What do you want to do? Maybe your child wants to be a musician. Then support their music. Instead of paying for NAMCO, pay for them to go to a studio so that they can go develop, so that they can go rap or whatever the thing they're going to do. If your kids love dancing, then let them dance. Send them to dancing school, whatever the case is. But this thing of us just academically trying to force our children to be the same, doctors and whatsoever. No, it's not the case. Not everyone is going to be a doctor. Not everyone is going to be a lawyer. Not everyone is going to be a teacher. Some of us need to be whatever it is that we actually want to be. But we can only be that with the support of our parents. And sometimes as parents, we fail to realize that you guys play a vital role in your children's life. But because many of us are absent from our children's life, we would rather come and use this time as a time to scold our children for not passing. Some of the kids gave their level best. They gave everything that they had. But unfortunately, schooling is not just for them. This is not just for them. It's not for them. This is not for everyone. So please, parents, I ask you to please speak nicely to your kids. Motivate them. Tell them that this is not the end of the world, that they can do better things from here onwards. So with that said, that's the message that I had for the parents. And to the guys that didn't make it, guys, don't worry. Some of us never went to university. Some of us just failed grade 12. But guess what? Here we are, and we're still surviving. We're still living. So it's fine, guys. Don't think this is the end of the world. Because the world doesn't end with grades. So the world doesn't end with you being scored specific marks or whatever the case is. No. You still have a bright future ahead. A very, very bright future. Don't let your parents make you think otherwise. Don't let your friends make you think otherwise. Don't let society make you think otherwise. Because the truth be told is, everyone has their own path to follow. Not all of our paths are the same. So with that said, thank you so much for listening. Dear parents, please, just the same way we don't compare you, don't compare us as well. Thank you.